Hey everybody, Mr. Mac here. In this video we're doing a cumulative review of Chapter 7, and I'm starting off on 7.5, which was our three trig functions, tangent, sine, and cosine. So for this first problem, I just want you to write the equations showing the correct ratios. And so we know SOHCAHTOA is a way that we can remember those equations. And with this little triangle that I made here, ABC, we can label relative to angle A our opposite leg, our adjacent leg, and our hypotenuse. So we've got sine A is opposite leg over hypotenuse. We have cosine A equals the adjacent leg over the hypotenuse. And the tangent of A is the opposite leg over the adjacent leg. Okay, let's look at number 2. Find the sine, cosine, and tangent ratios for angle A. And so we're given a triangle with a side of 5 and a hypotenuse of 13. And I'm just going to write out my three trig function equations. I'm going to label my triangle. And I know sine of A is going to be 5/13. Cosine of A, I need to find the second leg here, B, of the triangle by using Pythagorean theorem. And once I do that, I can get my cosine ratio, which is going to be 12/13. And then my tangent is going to be opposite leg over adjacent, which is 5/12. Looking at number 3, we're solving for x and y. We're looking for the sides here, so we're going to use our trig functions. Let's start off with using tangent 15 to find the adjacent leg. I'm going to multiply x to both sides, divide by tangent of 15, and we get x equals, I plug this into the calculator, 24.6. round to the nearest tenth. Now we can get our hypotenuse, and I suggest let's use the opposite leg to do that. So we're going to use the sine function. Sine 15 degrees equals 8 over y. Multiply y to both sides, divide by sine 15, and we go to the calculator once again. 8 divided by sine 15 is 30.9, which rounds up to 31.0. Okay, number 4, solve for x and y, round to the nearest tenth. We have angle 52 with y being the opposite leg. We have x being the adjacent leg to angle 52, and of course 35 is opposite the 90, so that's the hypotenuse. So let's find x first. So the adjacent and the hypotenuse means we use cosine. So I'm going to write cosine 52 equals x over 35. Multiply 35 to both sides. Put it into my calculator. I get 21.5. Let's find y. Y is opposite leg, and we know the hypotenuse, so that means we're going to use sine of 52 equals y over 35. We're going to multiply 35 to both sides, put it in our calculator, and we get 27.6. Both of those legs are less than 35. That makes sense. Mac's standing at the top of an apartment building whose top is 72 feet off the street. He measures the angle of elevation from his eye to the building across 49 degrees. He measures the angle of depression from his eye to the base at an angle of 58 degrees. If he stands 5 feet tall at eye level, how tall is the building across the street? So we're going to label the height of the building he's standing on as 72. The angle of elevation to the top is 49. The depression to the bottom is 58. We know he stands at 5 feet tall. Let's label that. And so that means that h, the height here, is going to be broken up into a couple little pieces here. because we have two right triangles, we can call this section x, and we can call this section of the height y, and use the two right triangles to solve x and y. But we know that x has to be the height of the building plus his height at eye level, because it makes a rectangle and the opposite sides of a rectangle are congruent. So x has to be 77. And if we can use the 58 degrees and the opposite leg of 77, we can find the adjacent leg by using tangent. So tangent of 58 equals the opposite leg, 77, over the adjacent leg. Let's call this z. And we can multiply z to both sides and then divide by tangent of 58 to get z by itself. And we have to go to the calculator now and do 77 divided by the tangent of 58, 48.1. So that's to be 48.1 feet. And now I can use the tangent once again to find side y, because I have the angle and the adjacent leg. So I'm going to write my tangent 49 equals y over 48.1, multiply 48.1 to both sides, put it in my calculator, and this should give me y, 55.3 feet. And now h is going to be x plus y, which is simply going to add 77 plus 53.3 and get 132.3 feet. Okay, and then it's always good to write your answer in sentence form for word problems. So the height is 132.3 feet. All right, very good, everybody. That is the end of this first part. Hope that makes sense. Check you out later.